Hi everyone, Lynn from Cavy Central Guinea Pig Rescue. I have got here with me a little old fellow who has got some mites and fungal that we need to treat. Now, as your guinea pigs get older, you'll find that they start to get a number of different problems on board. They're a bit like us, you know, they don't move as well, they have arthritis, they have lots of issues as they get older, and these compounded issues mean that they become more vulnerable to mites. And certainly it's something we need to stay on top of. Hi everyone, I'm Lynn from Cavy Central Guinea Pig Rescue. So this little guy has got a case of those. I've actually given him some medication to help him, so as we bath him, and he's already been treated for the mites, so we're sort of removing a lot of the dead scaly skin that's there. One of the things he does have underneath his chin is a really large sebaceous cyst in here. Now this sebaceous cyst is quite deep in, and it's in the location of the thyroid, and he's actually going home to his owner, but he's not, because of his age, they're not going to look at doing anything more with that at this point in time, which, you know, considering the great age that guinea pigs can be over 10, is understandable. So when we start to, again, deal with lots of issues and these compounded issues, we move into the role of palliative care, which is where we're ensuring they're not in pain and that we can give them a good quality of life and look after them so that they can enjoy the days that they have remaining. So let's give this little guy a bath. Pop you in there, little guy. Pop some water on you. Actually, we can see, I'll just show you here. This is all flaky in here. The flaky skin that's going to come away. But we're going to bath that. He's a little old man, this guy. Go, good. Now, because I've got a medication on board, it's helping him enormously so that I can bath him. He would be throwing around and potentially having seizures with this area that I'm working on right now without it. So it's quite helpful. Hey, it's all right. Is that nice and warm? It's only a little fellow. It's quite frail, isn't he? Look how thin he is. You're a tiny, tiny little man. Yeah. This hippiness that they get as they age becomes more obvious. Need a bit of feeding up, I think. I'm just going to use this. This is a really fine comb. And just going backwards through this area where I know there was lots of loose hair and skin, it just loosens that. I know, I'm sorry, little one. There we go. And when we've completely washed it, it will be free of that. There we go. Just going to get rid of that. So why does one guinea pig get mites more severely than another? The answer to that is actually their immunity, and their age is one of those factors. So in this instance, this little guy is like a little old man. He's more prone to problems. And with that in mind, when their immunity drops, you need to keep a closer eye on things like mites, be more proactive in the medications that we give them to ensure they can't take hold. And what's actually happened with this little fellow is that the family had a number of things occur where they didn't have maybe as much time with them. You know, things do happen in life where we get to be busy, and that's what happened, and they want to rectify that. So he's been taken care of for such a long time, and we're just getting on top of a few of these little issues before they really take hold. It's really important that you do ears at the time you treat with a medicated bath wash, so that the whole animal is treated. And one important thing we need to do on this little guy, you'll notice around the eye there's some little patches of almost hairlessness starting to occur. So we're just going to lightly go around those, making sure that it is treated the same way. So we're not in the eye. Piggy will close his eye. We need to make sure, that's it, good boy, that we're fully treating all areas where there's been mites and fungal. So same thing on this side. Just go across the eye. Guinea pig closes his eye. So as you approach, keeping this flat, is that? And it goes across. There we go. So that's it. Now we're going to get his buddy out and give him a bath. And you'll notice that his buddy that is younger will not look like he has any mites evident, where this fellow had a considerable amount. You'll think his buddy doesn't, but in actual fact he does. So all guinea pigs, if there are mites around, they will all be affected. Just going to lightly dry you off. Okay. Honey, this will be much, much better. Just going through here again. Okay, well, that's a little guy. How we check that we've got the right areas with him. Yeah, oh, we haven't. There's still a bit more there. Okay, hold on. So you can see what's coming out there in terms of flaky skin. I'm just going to put a little bit more medicated wash on that section. That's okay, I've got it. Rinsing off. We always rinse off in the water with the medication. You don't need to rinse that further off. If you do, you're not allowing it enough time to be effective on the coat. So, particularly with Malicip, but it's a brilliant product for the fungal that is in the coat, as well as the mites. So the mites are at the base of the hair follicle, and what happens is the hair follicle wants to come away when there's a mite infestation. That's why guinea pigs become hairless. But during that process, they get to be really scratchy and itchy, and of course their feet carry fungal spores from the stems of plants that are already breaking down. They scratch on their coats, open wounds, cuts. Fungal loves those sorts of damp areas. So they work together. We treat for both. Gorgeous little one, that's it. So let's get his next buddy. Piggy number 2. There you go, you're the worst of them. It's looking much better. Shiny and cute. Shiny and cute. Let's pop you in here. This is his buddy. So this guy, much larger in size, and you would think he's not being affected by mites. I often hear this, people say, why are mites affecting one guinea pig and not another? If we look close enough, you'll see that they are. So down here, you'll notice with his coat, it's got sort of a jaggedy fluff look, but that's just showing me that he's definitely being affected. And if we look down here further, there's sort of fur loss. If we look in there, you can see in there some of the scaliness in amongst the hair. And over there, we might be able to see it. Okay, so it's not affecting him as obviously, but it's definitely there. Certainly. Yeah, we need to give you a bath, little one. Let's go in. All right, so number 2 going in. Same treatment. Pop you in the water. Whoop. I'm just going to be really careful with how we do this. From the neck down, making sure we get a lather. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hang on, turn you around this way. Come on. Come on. It's a good idea to have an idea of the coat areas that you really want to concentrate on when you are getting them a bath. Now this boy does not need medication to get through bathing, where his buddy did. And just get that all the way down through the coat, underneath, making sure we've got all areas. This little guy, his feet and paws, make sure they're being done as well. Good. He looks a bit shell-shocked, doesn't he? Hello there, doing a little paw rub. Good, that's it. Softening everything through that coat. Again, this time, wait, trying to swim away. We don't do that. Just gonna go down through here. There's that area there. Okay. Get you out. Let's do that. Well, I've got him here. He's actually got more gunk in his ears, so you can actually dampen the ear area like that. Yeah. So a bit of a shake, shake. That's it. Again, these ears, we're just going to make sure we sweep out all of the ridges where things can be kept. Full spa treatment for these boys. It's my hair caught up there. Okay, there we are. Just going to give him a little dry off. Pop him back with his friend, so they've got a heat source and they can towel dry and munch away while they're dry off. That's it from me, everyone. Bye for now.